I left my heart.
San Francisco. This stunning cosmopolitan setting draws millions of tourists every year. Along with the allure of cable cars and some of the world's most spectacular bridges. Of course, there's the Golden Gate Bridge, but despite standing in its famous shadow, the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge is majestic in its own right. But this mighty structure would not have survived these 62 years if not for the care of structural engineers who continually inspect and maintain every square inch from high above and down below.
After a while, you get to know this bridge forwards, backwards, and just visually, you can see things that, a normal person would just walk by and say, oh, there's nothing new.
From the surface of the water, and sometimes below the surface, engineers regularly inspect the enormous piers. Wooden fenders and concrete skirts protect the piers in the event of a ship collision. When you come out here to do those inspections, what are you looking for here?
One of the biggest things we're looking for is damage from marine borers. The borers actually get inside the wood. You can actually take a hammer to it and just crush it.
This year, El Nino has done more damage than the borers. This Caltrans crew is installing a temporary patch to this fender damaged during winter storms. From the top of this pier, you gain an even greater appreciation for this engineering marvel. This is Tower W5. It's 520 feet tall, and the reason it remains standing is these 28 anchor bolts. And just to give you a little perspective, I don't think this wrench is going to do the job. Perhaps the most remarkable feature of this great bridge is the central anchorage, supporting what is really two suspension bridges spanning the 1 3/4 miles between Yerba Buena Island and the city. This gargantuan pier has more concrete than the Empire State Building. Easy to believe after making the 16-story ascent in the vast inner chamber. A stroll outside is no place for the queasy, but nothing compared to the walk we're about to make straight up the cable to the top of one of those colossal towers. This kind of climb is not for everybody, but with the security of safety gear, I decided to go for it. Actually, it's not as scary as it looks. It's kind of fun. We could have reached the top by climbing up through the tower, but this way is faster and the view is far more spectacular. Don't look now, you're 520 feet above the surface of the bay. This is nuts.
Condition, I don't see any crevice corrosion yet.
During their tower inspections, engineers use every safety precaution in a job that looks more suited for a Hollywood stuntman.
I know how the bridge was built, so if I see something that doesn't look right, I'm going to question it and I'm going to report it, and then I'm going to have to figure out what's causing the problem.
But not before taking in one of the most remarkable views imaginable.